Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Whelsko, and today we're going to take a look at the new Cobalt Starter Pack of Epic Games to see what we can learn. This episode will be, of course, taking a look at the business behind gaming. So, what is all this Starter Pack, Cobalt Pack thingy that Epic just released? Well, Epic Games has released over the time that they are here starter packs. Now, what are or at least they were called starter packs. Now they just call it Cobalt packs because the game is not popular. Well, it's not gaining a lot of new people anymore. So what are these? Well, I'm gonna show you first a other few that they had in store. One of them was this one that is basically during their heist event. This one was the second one they released, I think. Pretty nice skin if you compare to a basic skin at least. This was then the fourth, if I'm not mistaken, and this was the very first. Very reminiscent, of course. It looks a little bit like the Rust Lord. As a little bit changing. That was back from a time when their skins weren't as, how shall I put it? They didn't have that much variety as they have now. So that's basically the fifth one in the series. I really like to buy them. They give you like this extra skin for a little amount of money. Because you have to remember, $5, what you get here is basically 600 V-bucks for the skin. As you can clearly see, you get this thing and then you get these two. Now the backpack looks very alike than the backbling. Looks very alike from something what we've seen earlier already during season 4, but the backbling usually people mix that up anyway. But it's, you know, it's not the main part of the skin because okay, so that's what you get. Now if you see their mistake of their own sales tactic, you see here 600 V-bucks and here 500 plus 100. Now what's the deal with this? Well, if I have a product in store and I give you 500 V-bucks for €5, but you get the 100 bonus on top of that for free, that's a little bit different than if I gave you 600 V-bucks for free. For $5. So, what's the difference between the two? Well, on the one hand, your brain is like, oh, I get this plus this for free. That's a better deal because I theoretically get two things instead of one. We all want free stuff. Like, put free in there and people will flock towards you to check it out. They might not stay easily, but they will definitely take a peek. And that's exactly what's happening here. So 500 plus 100 and a skin. Because you have to keep one thing in mind. This is most skins are $12 up on the Epic Store. I mean, you know, not this one, but in all honesty, I don't know who would buy this with too much money, or like a child who wants a skin but literally only has 800 V-bucks. That's the only two people that I can come to think of that like really want to buy this. While on the other hand, this skin, you know, it looks stark, mysterious, reminiscent of the Renaissance doctors from during the 15th century. They had like these creepy masks, and they put like herbs in there, if I'm not mistaken, so the disease couldn't come in or something like that. Definitely check them out. It's pretty interesting why they used these cow masks. But I'm not a history teacher, I'm a businessman. So you get a skin, basically, which is pretty nice. I mean, which one, like, in all honesty, which one would you rather have? This one? Or this one? I know I for sure definitely want this one. So you might say Epic Games put in a shitty skin in order to drive more sales to this one. Although if you don't come here naturally, I don't think it's advertised anywhere. So that's might be a, instead of lobby, you enter the lobby. Oh, we got a limited time offer, a new the Cobalt pack, a limited time offer. Entice that sale. That would have been a better move of them. But then again, I'm not here the one telling Epic Games how to run their business, because I can assure you one thing: making 300 to 400 million bucks a month from a free-to-play title is far from bad. Insanely good when we think about it. So you get this pretty good skin and you get a back bling and 500 V-Bucks and 100 V-Bucks, because it's they're the same thing, the V-Bucks, but psychologically they're different. So you get basically 4 things for $5, which basically is a steal compared to their other prices. And that's why people would buy these. And people might be, $600 V-Bucks, nice, maybe I can buy something. Now, if you literally just started your account fresh, so let's delete this. There's another reason why they do this. It's like a lower sale to get a higher sale later. And a lot of companies, very little companies actually, don't see this long-term growth that Epic Games does, and Epic Games it's paying off for them. So, okay, let's say we get a new account, fresh, basic skin and everything, and we get 600 V-Bucks for it, or 500 plus 100. But what can we buy? We can buy this, and this. It's not all really that great. I mean, these gliders are basically the normal basic glider with a new coat of paint on them. Well, let's take a look. See, this was the newest free glider that you can earn by playing the game. I mean, it looks a lot different. Also, it makes a different sound. So, it's not really a big sale you want to have. And you can also buy the emotes, so you can buy further items. But let's say you want to have this outfit. You only have 600 V-Bucks. What do? Well, you either check how much does it cost to buy next one. And then you can say, if you want to buy it separately, then you need to pay up 25 bucks to get that one. But if you purchase this and this, you can buy the skin for 15 bucks straight and you have a skin, or you can buy it for 25 bucks, but then you don't have a skin. So basically they give you like a little amount, not enough, a little amount, so you can complete the also that you have like, oh shit, I only have 600 V-Bucks, don't want to waste them, kind of want to have that. So I will buy more, so I can buy, what do you call it? This skin. I like them both, but I think I like this one more than the other one. Maybe I'm buying it. But so they sell you this, so in the hope that you later are like, oh, I don't want to waste my V-Bucks and buy more of them in order to get one. Now, not everybody, of course, is gonna do that, but either way, this might give free players a reason to buy something. Maybe they just absolutely don't want to spend any money whatsoever on a video game that they're playing or that is free to play. Those people are more likely to buy this than that, and that's still $5 made from a basic somebody who doesn't want to pay rather than nothing. So it works both ways. It's either it helps paying non-paying customers to get into the door, the foot in the door technique you probably heard, or that famous study. Oh, that's far in my mind, where they basically asked to put they went to door to door and they asked like, can I put a small sign in there? Then they later came back and they were like, can I put a bigger sign on your lawn or in front of your door? So first a small sign, and then a bigger sign. And if people were more like the smaller sign, you know, as small sign first instead of the big one, they were more likely to say yes to the big one than if they were to say on the smaller, if they didn't say yes to the smaller one first. Basically conditioning the yes, yes, yes response. I really hope I didn't make that sound confusing, but it basically boils down that if you ask people for something small and then something large, they're more likely to say rather than if you ask them for something large in the first place. You know, people who buy, let's put it very extreme, people who buy the Cobalt pack are more likely to go for this one next than if they were never, that the Cobalt pack was never here. So in that way, developers can, game developers can make a little bit more money, because even if people don't say yes to the next offer, they still said yes to the first one. And that way, making a super cheap option that isn't the best, but definitely passable and doable, can lead to more opportunity and more economic interaction with your game next. So I hope you enjoyed this little breakdown of the starter pack, Fortnite Starter Pack, which probably is gonna happen more. I'm not gonna spend every pass doing the same thing, because their formula seems to work. They give you 6 euros in premium currency. I can't even. They give you 6 euros in premium currency rather than, you know, getting 10, and they give you a skin for free. Not the best skin, not the worst. Definitely passable, especially if you're like not want to get shamed by the rest of the community as a basic skin. Status is important with skins. But that's a topic for another day. This was Whelsko. I really hope you enjoyed this little breakdown of the business behind gaming, the starter pack or the small skin pack from Epic Games. I hope to see you in the next one very soon.